Welcome to the Mommy Priestess channel where we talk about law of assumption. Today let's talk about this little technique that I like to call in this reality, or you could say in this timeline. Okay, and it's not so much a technique per se, but basically it's something that you can add to your affirmations. Okay, it's something to add to your affirmations. It's like a play on words. And I use this when I really want to assure myself that it's happening now, that I am in that timeline now. So basically what you're going to do is just like your usual affirmations. If you manifest with affirmations, basically what you're going to do is add in this reality, or I am in the reality where, or in this timeline. Okay, so you're gonna add that to your affirmation. So basically, if you're manifesting money, you would say, I am in the timeline where I have all the money that I wanted and needed. I am in the timeline where I'm rich. In this reality, I am rich. In this timeline, I am rich. In this timeline, I'm a multimillionaire. Okay, or if you're manifesting in SP, or for self-concept, you can do this for anything. So you can be like, in this timeline, in this reality, I'm always chosen. In this reality, I am their favorite person. In this reality, I am married to my SP. In this reality, etc., etc. Okay? So you're going to add that to your affirmations. So it's basically like you're quantum leaping, you're quantum jumping by thinking. Okay, you're just doing it with the power of your mind. You're doing it with your 4D. You're literally quantum leaping into that timeline, because that timeline already exists. That is already happening. So many things are happening simultaneously. Time isn't real. So there's another version of you that is already living that is already with their SP, that is already rich, that it already has the dream career, that already has what you want. That is the reason that you can even think of it. That is the reason that those desires come to you, because it already exists. You're not creating it. When you're manifesting something, you aren't creating it, you're tapping into it. There's already that timeline. It's already happening in another timeline. You are shifting your timeline, okay? Your current self, you are shifting through the power of your mind so that you can perceive that timeline now. Okay, so that you can perceive it here and now in your current self. So basically, by affirming, you are affirming, and your word is powerful. Your word is the law. So by affirming, I am in the reality where I have this. In this timeline, I have this. In this reality, I have this. Okay, and you do. You do. So that helps assure me that everything is unfolding, that I am already in that timeline. I'm already there. I have it already. There's nothing, like, I don't need to freaking like climb mountains to try and get it. Like, I am there already. I am that version of me. By thinking as the version of you that has it, that is in that timeline, that is in that reality, you are in that reality, literally. You're tapping into it through your mind, through your thoughts. Use your thoughts to jump timelines. Use your thoughts to shift the timeline, to shift your reality. Okay, that's all it is. You're shifting through your thoughts. Okay, so that's why I like to add that to it. I like to say, in this reality. And this also helps, like, when you start wavering and you start thinking of past things, just stop yourself and be like, why am I thinking that if I am actually in the reality where we're so happy together? Like, in this reality, that story doesn't exist because you're in a different timeline. So that story doesn't exist. So what's the use of wavering, you know? So it's going to help you to not waver also, because you keep reaffirming and reassuring yourself, reinforcing the idea that you are in a different timeline. That old story doesn't exist in this new timeline. There's no use of entertaining it, because you're not in that timeline anymore. Okay, so it helps you kind of become that version of yourself that is in a different storyline, that is in a different timeline, that is in a different reality where the old story doesn't exist. Okay, so try that. Try it when you're wavering. Try it, just try it whenever you want to affirm. be like, oh, I am actually in the reality. Like, I am there. Like, I didn't need to do anything. Like, I am there. I'm just there because I said so. You know, I am in the reality where I'm with my SP. I'm in the reality where I have my dream home, etc., etc. Whatever you want to manifest. And you can say it in different ways. You can say, I am in the reality where I have my dream car. You can say it in different ways. It's something that you can add to your affirmations to kind of make them more powerful. You know, sometimes I like to do that. Sometimes it's helpful. It helps you get into the state, basically. The state of knowing that you are in that timeline, in that reality. And the reason that sometimes you don't contradict yourself by saying, wait, but I affirmed it and it's not here. You know, like, you have to persist in it. You have to keep going with it. And I'm not saying that you have to affirm this way every time unless you want to. Okay, but I'm saying that for some people that are like, well, how did I quantum jump if I'm not seeing it yet? That's the thing. It's unfolding, okay? It's catching up. Let the 3D catch up. Let yourself keep conforming. You're the one conforming. Let yourself keep conforming to being in your new timeline. Okay? The less you waver, the faster you conform. Okay? That's basically it. The less you waver, the faster you conform, the faster you perceive it, okay? And the reason you're perceiving something else right now is because it was what you were used to. So you're seeing what you're used to, okay? So just keep going, keep repeating, keep saying your affirmations, keep persisting, and you will see it. You will start to perceive it, okay? Because it's becoming more and more natural. You're getting more and more used to it, and you're gonna be perceiving it more and more. So that's why. So if you're not seeing it right now, it's because you're still perceiving reality through your old lens, through your old programming, basically. So you have to reinforce the new story, keep repeating it, okay? So that can become your new programming, and that is what you will start to see. Okay? So that is why you need to keep going. So keep going, okay? Keep repeating, keep persisting. That's all you need to do is keep persisting, okay? And you will start to see it.